Good evening. I'm talking about the connected future. So basically, like two past speakers, I want to start from my brief story. So I designed this gainer it was 2006. So to connect from the inside of the PC to sensors and actuators. So at that stage, Konashi was not available. So now Konashi is acting the role of the gainer. But anyway, so after that, I wrote a book, Prototyping Lab, in 2010. So and I'm really happy that translated version is available here in Korea. So and I don't know how much have been published here. So but anyway, so I'm really happy to have this book in foreign countries. So and I also designed Arduino Feel, so with designers at SparkFun Electronics. So it's a kind of one of the Arduino boards. So but now the board has been utilized in various projects. So the most important interesting project is Self-Cast. So Self-Cast created, I can say, the Geiger counter, so like this, B Geiger Nano. So it has GPS and logger inside and can measure radiation dose rate. And after that, so upload to online to share. So they utilized my board as a core component of B Geiger Nano. So and they have been holding workshops in various areas in Fukushima, Tokyo, and other areas in Japan and worldwide. So recently, I really enjoy gathering radiation dose data worldwide. For instance, I was in States in May, so I visited the Google campus. So I told that you cannot take video, so you cannot take photo here. So, but they didn't mention about radiation dose rate. So that's why I measured. Actually, so Google campus looks fine, normal. Anyway, yeah. I want to talk about a case at our school. So I'm teaching at EMS. So EMS stands for Institute of Advanced Media Arts and Sciences. It's super small, only 50 students and 19 teachers. So very small public school, graduate school in Japan. So and we utilized various open source hardware products there. This is an example. So it's a
UV camera takes photos composed by framing them with your hands. This prototype miniature camera is being developed by a research group at the Institute of Advanced Media Arts and Sciences.
絵とか写真とかを撮るときに手でこうやって四角を作って構図を決める動作があると思うんですが、その動作でそのまま写真が撮れるというカメラです。で、このような機器。
The idea is very simple. So maybe people like do like this. When you see a beautiful mountain, beautiful sight, or beautiful women. So and then so make a frame and take picture. So that's a kind of dream. So but how to realize that is really difficult. So. But maybe so since people are really interested in that idea, so the media, so TV come to our exhibition, so and capture the video and spread to the world. So and was featured at Engadget, so and Core 77 and as a medias and broadcasting programs in Japan. So but the first in the beginning, so the students started with this idea sketch. So it's super simple. So and it's a hand camera. So and if you make gestures like this, we'll take picture. So it's quite simple. But even we teachers didn't thought that didn't think so it's possible. So because it looks like complicated. But the students started sketching in hardware. So first we start with this. So that's not a working model. So but maybe the physical form will be like this. So and then, okay, so try fences. Okay, maybe like this. So utilized aluminum foil from the kitchen. So and combined with conventional easy to use toolkits like Arduino. And then so okay, wearable version. So I can say so it utilized very cheap globes. So and put many components on it. So and then try. So but at this stage it was a bit difficult to realize this because maybe look at his fingers. So there are special markers. So we thought that we need special technology to detect when you cross the link. So and how can I say? So detect frame is also the issue. So maybe we can use computer vision to recognize the frame. So but it will be complicated and expensive. So and really difficult to prototype. But through sketching hardware, so the students found way to realize the idea with very cheap technologies. For instance, so instead of detecting the touch, so they put a switch inside the box. So because there will be a box anyway, so this really simplified the structure. And the other thing, so how to detect frame. So but they found that if we do like this, so the camera will be in front of your face. So just measuring the distance from the camera to your face is good enough to measure the frame. So with these two findings was really important. So it was not possible to think in your head. So but they sketched in hardware to develop their ideas and realized. So they utilized 3D printers and painted. So and embed electronic components like this. So and in the end, so they realized. So this is a short story at our institute, but it's same for the other big projects. For instance, do you know this one, Pebble? Yeah. So it was the biggest successful project at Kickstarter. Now, so new one came out. So, but anyway, so it was a really big project. So, but they started with like this. So just use same Arduino board. So and how can I say the components from feature phone. So then combined and prototyped the idea. So and then mixed up with beautiful mock-up rendering. So and with video, so they introduced the idea and then get money. So they realized and shipped to worldwide. So that was success story. So but they utilized these open source or very cheap components to create innovation. So and recently, so what's called the maker movement is active in Japan too. So already, so Denny already introduced the maker movements in Taiwan. So and we also held mini maker fair in our local town, Ogaki. So we are here. So let's back to Ogaki. So it's basically. I'm sorry. So it's the middle of Japan. So and our local town is super small in comparison to Taipei. So just 160,000 people. So it's super small. So but we welcomed over 130 makers. So and 5,500 people. So visitors. So there are so many projects from hobby to hardware startup, from craft to electronics, and so on. So and there are presentations and workshops. So and so many people exhibited their own projects. So it was really fun. So and we are very happy. So because our local town is small, so but we welcome many makers. So and as you see, so there are many families were there. So not only geeky or nerdy people. So we welcomed from kids to kids to elderly people. So many people came to the fair to see the movement. So and usually commercial exhibitions were so there were talks about what and how much and when. So that's all. So but at Maker Fair, so we usually talk about why or how. So that's quite important to share experiences with people. So and we also held the third Tenkai's Budokai as a part of the mini Maker Fair. So do you understand Tenkai's Budokai? So the Tenkai's means illustrated parts breakdown. So and Budokai means martial arts cup. So it's I can say martial arts cup for digital publication. So and we send letters like this. It's a kind of letter of challenge to all maker spaces in Japan. So please submit your work to us. So and there were many interesting projects. For instance, so basically stool, so fabricated with a laser cutter or a 3D printer. So stool like this. So mostly 3D printed, but combined with a laser cut MDF. So I don't know how to say. So but maybe you can guess what. So it's a third prize and second prize. So actually, a member of Fab Cafe Tokyo submitted the base. So I don't want to explain what, but maybe you can guess. So it's a second prize. So the first prize was crazy. So it's I can say only wheelchair. So consisting of roughly 2,000 pieces. So it's crazy. So can walk. So can turn and go around. So it's created by members of Fab Lab Sendai. So we really surprised to see the piece. So if you wanna, I can say, see the details of the project, so please go Instructors. So because Tenkai's Budokai is an open competition, so we ask all submitters to submit their data online. So maybe if you want to replicate that piece, maybe download and fabricate here with the laser cutter. So anyway, so there are many hobbyist projects were at the Maker Fair. So there were another movement, hardware startup. For instance, this is the Funiki Glass. It's a ambient notification device made with a smartphone. So and this is a visible light communication system for digital signage. So and it's glass, but who cannot read characters. So instead of reading characters, so the device read characters and translate into voice. So that's how the people can communicate. So and this is a wood block. So actually wooden toy. So but sensors embedded. So the kids can play with wooden toy and tablet. So and it's project. So we also facilitated co-creation, product and service development project in a local town. So and it's an output of the project. It's a basically shining bushel. So bushel is over 1,300 years old wooden measuring instrument and also utilized for drinking sake in Japan. So especially for wedding ceremony. So but we combine with LEDs and Bluetooth or low energy wireless module. So and with shining bushel, so the people can enjoy sake So maybe enrich the experiences of drinking sake. So that's the idea. So still in production, but will be released soon. So, and I feel that these kind of hardware startups are really important. That's, I think these projects are an indication of the new ecosystem. So for instance, living in what is called developed countries, so Taiwan, and Japan, maybe and Korea and countries like us. So, but there are many restrictions, especially for the mainstream industries. For instance, automobile, and medical. So there are many restrictions. So starting from here, so the mainstream to innovate or create new products or services will be really expensive. So, and that's a bit difficult. So, but instead of starting from the mainstream, so maybe we can start from here, so periphery. So there are many opportunities. Because, so the past two speakers mentioned about Internet of Things. So I don't know, Internet of Things is a real big wave or just a buzzword. So, but in the era of the Internet of Things, so there are so many opportunities. So because, so many people are, so the requests from people are diverse in comparison to the era before. So there are so many opportunities, and so many new collaboration between big companies and small companies and so on. So, and looking at Kickstarter, so there are many projects. So again, Pebble, and Link, so it's now hot in Japan. So I don't want to mention about details. So, but this is another project, Morph. So it's a smart toy. So, and you can play with like this and play sounds from your smartphone. So, and okay, so pointy glass. So, and musical instrument. So this is also musical instrument related project. So, and this is not from Kickstarter, so, but it's a monitor, so for babies. So, and it's also really interesting. So, and these all projects utilize Bluetooth Low Energy. So that's a key for hardware startup at this moment. So, and recently I read a book. So, and the author introduced interesting comparison between wireless technologies. For instance, Wi-Fi start from here to here, and then here, and we are here. So just speed bandwidth from low to high like this. So it's a normal, normal path of technology. So, but looking at Bluetooth, a bit different. For instance, start from here, so mostly same as Wi-Fi, and actually here, less than Wi-Fi, but still speeding up. And next, okay, so it's comparable to Wi-Fi, so regarding the speed. But the latest version, not latest, but the most popular version 4.0, the speed is like this. So it's really unique. So instead of just going up, Bluetooth chose a way to go the other way. So, and disruption between the version 0.3 to 4 is really interesting. So, and Bluetooth says, so has 4.0 has two, worlds. So the classic world and the new world, so Bluetooth Low Energy or Bluetooth Smart or something like that. So it's really important. So because the change is disruptive, so we'll transform the world. So not just incremental innovation. So Bluetooth Low Energy enables us to start from very small project. So it's in the periphery. So not so big volume in the beginning. So, but you can make it with ease. So, because you can utilize smartphone. So, smartphone is really expensive. If you want to develop this, it's not possible at personal level. So if you want to create a companion device for smartphone, that's possible. So because it's cheap. So and there are various modules and components that you can utilize. So it's a really good chance for us makers. So if you have a small idea, let's realize. So and then so other people like that. So just productize. So and there are another movement. So used to be so big companies versus small companies or startups being the normal ecosystem. So but now things are changing. So as Denny mentioned, so Foxconn recently started a project. So maybe in Beijing, not here, so but maybe Beijing. So they started an incubation space for startups. So and the giant company all over the world, General Electric, also started a project for for co-creation with end users. So from the jet engine to electric cars and so on. So because not all the big companies can do be innovative in the area of the Internet of Things because there are so many small opportunities for big companies. So instead of competing with small companies, so maybe collaborating between small companies and big companies is really, really important. So I believe so. So and there are many chances. So and it's a good for us. So to thinking about creative economy. So if that's expensive, so that's not possible, or only big company can dance. So but now we can collaborate. So and we can start from here. So that's what I'm really interested in at current moment from observing the activities all over the world. So thank you very much.